In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to use GitHub Codespaces for free. Now, first things first, if you don't already have a GitHub account, you'll need to create a free one. Signing up is straightforward. Head over to the GitHub sign-up page where you'll fill out your details and set up an account. It's a simple process that opens up a world of possibilities. And the great news is that Codespaces is enabled by default for personal accounts. Once you're set up with GitHub, let's move on to opening a repository in Codespaces. You have a few options here. You can choose your own repository if you've got one, look into a public repository, or use a template repository to get started. Open up the repository of your choice, and you'll notice a code button. Click on it, then select Codespaces, and finally choose Create Codespace on main. This action launches a cloud-based VS Code environment directly in your browser, giving you all the power of VS Code without needing to install anything locally. Next up, when creating your codespace, it's wise to choose the smallest machine available. Opt for the 2-core machine. This option is the most cost-efficient and helps to manage your free hours effectively. Larger machines can consume your free hours much faster since GitHub charges based on CPU cores. For instance, a 2-core machine uses 2 core hours per hour, whereas an 8-core machine could use your monthly quota 4 times faster than a 2-core machine. Once you've finished working in your codespace, remember to stop it properly. A common mistake is simply closing the browser tab and assuming that the codespace has stopped. To stop the codespace, go to Codespaces and select Stop Codespace. Or, if you're using VS Code, look for Codespaces Stop Current Codespace. Keep in mind that running codespaces continue to use up compute time even when you're not actively working, so it's crucial to stop them to avoid accidental quota usage. It's also very helpful to set an idle timeout. Head over to GitHub Settings and find the Codespaces section. Here you can configure an idle timeout, for example. Setting it to 30 minutes. This feature automatically suspends any inactive codespaces, helping to conserve your free hours and avoid unnecessary usage. Finally, don't forget to delete unused codespaces. Storage counts against your free quota, so it's important to navigate to My Codespaces and delete any old codespaces, unused environments, or large experimental projects. Unused storage can consume your free allowance, even when the codespace isn't running, so a little housekeeping can go a long way in preserving your resources. By following these steps, you can manage and optimize your usage of GitHub Codespaces efficiently, enjoying the benefits of a powerful cloud-based development environment without unnecessary costs.